I played BattleStorm and it was alright. BattleStorm is a combination top-down shooter and twin-stick shooter. You move up the screen on rails style, like you might in any top-down arcade shooter, but you aim your guns with a twin-stick shooter control scheme. The other thing that is a bit different is that BattleStorm is like Xevious, in that it has two levels that the enemies can exist on. The air, which is the level that you fly on, and the ground, which is where boats and turrets shoot up at you. Also, much like Xevious, you have an alternate fire button that specifically drops a bomb to hit ground targets. The levels in BattleStorm are divided into 5 worlds with 5 stages each. Most of the worlds blend together for the most part. They're all relatively dark, relatively mute-looking forest environments. The exception being the last world because it's a lava planet. The layout for these levels works against the game in some way because levels work like this. You go through maybe 5 minutes of shooting random, mostly forgettable enemies until you reach a boss, whose most distinctive quality is that they're completely immune to bullets, save for their turrets. Once you shoot those off, the boss just runs away for the game to kick you to the next mission, which is the exact same thing, except they take away all your power-ups for some reason. Once you do this 5 times and beat the boss at the 5th stage of each world, it instead kicks you to the main menu so you can select the next world and start this process over again. And then you repeat this process 4 more times for each of the other worlds. The controls for BattleStorm are actually a bit complex. Not only do you have a basic attack and ground targeting bomb, you also have a shield and also high damaging missiles, as well as a screen clearing bomb. Each of these attacks has its own ammo or cooldown system. Like your basic attack and shield have a power gauge that needs to be managed so you can't constantly spam them. You drop your bombs 3 at a time. And there's a persistent ammo system for missiles and that screen clearing bomb, so you'll need to pick up more of them the more you use them. Not to say that a game like this can't have more mechanics than just shooting and dodging, but for a game whose levels last for about 5 minutes each, this is a bit high maintenance. This problem becomes more apparent when you get to the last world and there are more enemies than I think is fair, and it turns into a game of, will this enemy drop a power-up that I can use and win with, or will I just die and start the level over? BattleStorm is very average. Nothing about the game really stands out, nothing stood out about the enemies or the campaign, and the nature of the levels made it so I didn't feel cool or very strong. I felt like the beginning of every level was a slog until I could get the 7 different upgrades I needed to make my guns look cool, only to lose it after killing the boss every single level. Apart from the oddity that was the game not being full screen entirely, or the one bug I had where the ship only wanted to shoot directly at the ground, the game was just fine, really. Not great, not particularly bad, just fine.